Hello YouTube, it's Corey here. I want to show you how to make sort of a nice effect for Ichimaru from Bleach. He has a dark spot on the side, like as if it was from this image. This is a pretty hard image to make too, but like if you experiment with what I show you, you'll find out how to master it somehow. But I want to show you how to do it, just to make this sweet dark effect at the side. I want to do it on his hair area, like just about here. So I'll go ahead and teach you. So first things first is take a brush tool. Go ahead and set it around 50, and just brush over the part that you want to do the color and where you want the color. But first you gotta select the color that looks most about here. We can go ahead and sort of go over that a bit with hue and saturation, and it'll make it perfect. So first things first, make a new layer and go over the part you want with the blue. It's going to do his front head area right here. Okay. And you could use 100% hardness. I just like a soft brush like this. And then go ahead and go to your smudge tool. They got some pretty cool brushes in here that would help you with this. Just sort of experiment with most of these. Like this tool, you sort of want a spiky sort of texture outside of it. And just pretty much go around the whole thing. Doesn't matter how you do it, just mix up. Okay. And now take your blur tool, and as you can see here, it's not exactly spiky. Like, you don't want the edges spiky, because it wouldn't look anything near to this. So go ahead and blur over it. You may want to use a bigger brush for this. Okay. 60, alright. And just go over it a bunch. Now, create another layer, and we're going to make sort of a black in this area. So take your paintbrush tool again, make it this black, and make sure you're on your other layer. Oh, before you start this, go back to layer 1, set it to hard light, and you get that sort of color. But it's okay, we can change that because we don't want it that light. So go back to layer 2, take your paintbrush, make sure it's black, and sort of take a smaller brush, like go back to 20 or something, and just paint small little smudges of where you would like some black, because you don't want it huge. Like in this picture, he lightens his blue right here a bit in this area and darkens it. So make like small ones. You can choose. It doesn't have to be exactly like how that guy made it. And I don't really think that's his photo. I've seen a different one. Had a tag on the side. Who the hell knows? Okay, make a third one right here. Okay, and same thing here. You take your smudge tool and just smudge it around a bit. Make sure it's not too big though. It looks fucked up. Oh well. Okay. This isn't going to be the best photo in the world, so just take your time next time. Okay, go with that last one. You don't always want it out. You can put it in a bit, so it looks good. Alright, go back to your blur tool and go over this stuff. Looks just about good. Alright, and I don't believe you set this to anything. You just make it lighter in hue and saturation. So make another new layer, and sort of want one more little black, but very small. I'll make that 5. Just nice small areas that you could easily. There. And that's going to be sort of a lighter color. It'll go in with the bluish color. So we'll go ahead and, you don't really have to like mess around with it that much in smudge, just take it, like do something like that. Take your blue tool just a bit and blur it up. Okay, and now that we got all this, select layer 1, go to image, adjustments, hue and saturation, and sort of just make it a darker blue. Take your saturation down a bit. Make my better. And go to lightness and bring it down. Probably here. I'll make that. Make it 16. There you go. Press OK. And now we're going to do the black. Layer 2. And sort of make it a bit darker. Yeah, lighter works. It looks sort of like brown. That looks stupid. Take the saturation and put it down a bit. Just set it to 4 or something. Press OK. And layer 3, you don't have to do much to it. I'm going to go back on this and blur it up a bit. You don't want too much blue, or it'll look like extremely stupid. Like this background, you might want to make maybe darker. Well, I don't really think you're going to be testing this picture, but still. Make the background a dark color. It'll look a lot better. Like, I don't know, maybe I can do it right here. Magic wand usually works. Oh crap. Sort of click around a bit, hold shift. Okay. There's a good background. Alright. Now I want to take a black. We'll see how that looks. Okay. There. Deselect that. That looks kind of good. Alright. Now. Don't do that. Okay. Yeah, it looks a little bit. It looks bad next to his hair. Let's not do that. Okay. But yeah, if you can, if you're just really pro at this, go ahead and make a better background color, black maybe, or you could do a brownish color. And basically you can go all around his body, but in this one, what would be better for Ichimaru, which since his body is a bit pale on this picture, this one, you kind of want to pale up the body on Photoshop, so just a tip. And maybe another video I'll teach you how to make the red eye things, because he never opens his eyes, duh. And of course you're going to get that when you open it. So maybe this right here, this has a lot of texture in it, so okay. So that was my video, and just go do what you want with it.